Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Mastro. Today we're going to look at the chart for Sadhguru. And if you look to the eastern horizon, this is using sidereal Vedic zodiac, not Western tropical zodiac. If you look to the eastern horizon when he was born, you would see the constellation associated with Taurus rising at 18 degrees. This becomes the most effective point of every house. Any planets like Sun, like Saturn, like Moon, like Rahu and Ketu, even though they're not planets but nodes of the Moon, have a lot of impact in the chart, even more so than exaltation, which he doesn't really have any exaltated planets. He just got a debilitated Venus. So if you were to look at what this person was going to learn about in this lifetime, you would look to see where the Multicorner signs fall. Multicorner signs are 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 11. Any Multicorner signs that fall in the 6th, the 8th, or the 12th house, in this case, it would be Libra ruled by Venus, Sagittarius ruled by Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars, Aries ruled by Mars, can be causing some challenges for this person in their life if they are close within 5 degrees through aspect or conjunction, either in the transit or natal chart. But just to look again at what the person's learning about, he's learning about Aries ruled by Mars in the 12th house, spiritual growth, enlightenment through letting go of attachments. Then the 4th sign of Cancer, ruled by Moon in the 3rd house, learning about healing other people and his emotions. And then you see the, and communication. And then the 5th sign of Leo, ruled by Sun, learning about what makes people happy, property, and family. And then the 6th sign of Virgo, ruled by Mercury in the 5th house, learning about teaching other people, creativity, children, investments. Then you have the 7th sign of Libra in the house of health and healing. So he's learning about healing other people and himself. Then you see the 9th sign of Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter in the 8th house, learning about researching spiritual knowledge. And then we have the 11th sign of Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, learning about his career through serving other people. Saturn, Aquarius, serving the masses, social causes. Now, let's look and see a bit individually how the planets are operating, and then we'll look at when they're operating, because not everything happens at once, and what we could do to remedy the chart. So Sun, close to the most effective point, is afflicted by Ketu. It's 5 houses away, 5th aspect, and it is helping him to with leadership skills around teaching other people about inner engineering or inner happiness through spiritual leadership skills, confidence, and some possible issues with his father. Sun represents father. And this house is the house of vehicles, loves motorcycles and vehicles. Moon is at 17 degrees, also close to the most effective point, also afflicted by Ketu, which gives that spiritual insights to the moon and the mind. And Moon is, again, this is fine arts, performing arts, healing arts, communication and business. And Moon is placed in this house of transformation and spiritual research. So he is teaching the public, Moon is the public, about spiritual knowledge, healing others through spiritual knowledge. He is a poet and a writer. And, okay, so let's see here. Mars Again, spiritual growth through service, travel to foreign lands, travels a lot. Mercury. Mercury is in old age, any planet that's more than 25 or less than 5, old age, ruling this house of teaching, so writing books and teaching and communicating, but there can be some controversial speech. He has what other people think to be controversial ideas about banning slaughter of cattle in India, elsewhere, as well as political views on Kashmir, etc. Um, then Jupiter is um, also can be malefic, but in this case it's fairly benign, not afflicting anything. It is, again, spiritual knowledge. Jupiter itself is teaching. It's in the house of teaching. So all about teaching, spiritual knowledge. And then we have Venus is at 24 degrees, and it is ruling this house of health and healing and conflict, inner conflict. So again, Venus is in the house of teaching, and Venus is counseling, so counseling others about health and healing. And Venus also connected to transportation, hence the motorcycles again. And it's connected to his wife. Venus represents wife. So there were some challenges for his wife. She died. She had some health issues. Saturn, ruling the house of the career house, placed in the house of partnerships. So Saturn, Aquarius, connects career through helping other people, serving the masses and social causes through partnerships in the foundation that he also Aquarius's organizations, so connects that. Rahu and Ketu, they're always balancing the spiritual and the material. In this case, Ketu is it's representing spiritual growth through letting go of attachments in the same house that represents. So it's very powerful for enlightenment and being able to teach people how to grow spiritually. Rahu giving insights into teaching spiritual growth, and then Rahu ambition to heal others and himself, and to 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 peacefully help people with inner conflict, that inner engineering, and yeah. So let's look at the timing of events. So he's born. The root of his tree of life is he was born in a Venus-Mars period. Again, Venus, healing other people, and Mars, helping people grow spiritually, including himself. Then in 82, he had this mystical experience, as many gurus do, during a K2 period. K2 was at the most effective point in the 8th house of transformations and enlightenment. So, mom died in a Jupiter period. Jupiter also representing death-like experiences. And then daughter was born in 1990 during a Mercury period. Mercury is the house of children, ruling the house of children. And then wife passed away in 1997 during a Rahu-Jupiter period. Rahu is unexpected events. Jupiter is death-like experiences, and it contains the moon, which is mother. And if you look in the chart, you have Rahu and Jupiter afflicting Mercury in the 8th house of death-like experiences. So there was some controversy around her death as well. Got a Padma Vibhushan, sorry about that, in 2017, highest award for a spiritual leader in India. During a Jupiter period, again, this spiritual knowledge for his research into spiritual knowledge and teaching that spiritual knowledge. So, what could we do to strengthen the chart? We would strengthen the benefics, which is Sun, Moon, uh, Saturn, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Saturn. That can be done with a green emerald, a ruby, a blue sapphire, a pearl, or a kavash, which is a silver locket containing the Devata yantras for the benefic planets in the chart, as well as contains paramagnetic material that will protect us from EMFs. So, and Vibhuti. So if you would like to get a chart read or get it this Kavash, you can go to vastucreations.com. As you can see, this is very powerful way to read a chart. You can also learn transformational Vedic astrology under courses at Vastu Creations. Level 1 will help you read your chart and all your friends and family, and level 2 will give you certification to use it as a business to read the chart for other people as well. And the other thing you want to do is not strengthen the malefics, Rahu, Ketu, Venus, and Jupiter. So Jupiter and Ketu you can strengthen by doing charities for spiritual organizations, Ganesh chants. And then Venus, you can help women, charitable organizations for women in business or women's shelters, as well as Lakshmi chants on Fridays. And then Rahu is helping people who cannot help themselves, donating to like once a month to St. Jude or something like that, as well as Shiva chants. So again, thank you for listening. Stay tuned next week when we look at another personality. Check out our website, join, ring the bell. Thank you so much for listening.